Hey, welcome to Jimmy's Records and Tapes. This is a viewer request. This is a follow-up. These are the best horrible songs.
We've got it on vinyl, CD and cassette. We've got pop, rock, heavy metal, punk, funk, rap, and new wave. All sales are final, but you'll never regret all the music you get at Jimmy's Records and Tapes.
I'm loving music again. Hey, welcome to Jimmy's Records and Tapes. Take a look around. What do you need? Maybe you need a 45, single. I never liked the single. There was, as an employee of a record store, there was no real good way to display the single. Like they didn't fit in the bin right, and then they tried to have us put little hooks on them and hang them next to the 45s on the wall for the Hot 100. There was just never a good. Also, what a waste of plastic, man. The single, 2 songs. The cassette was hot though, baby. The cassette was hot. Let's not dismiss the cassette. This week on Jimmy's Records and Tapes, this is, again, as I mentioned at the top, a viewer requested, hey, Jimmy, you did your favorite best horrible songs that are so awful, but you can't deny that they're catchy and that you love them. But at the end of the day, boy, do they suck. There's a lot of them out there. Can you do it again? And I said, dear viewer, I'm happy to do it. Will I remember your name? Nah. I don't have that kind of bandwidth, my man. I'm too busy taking pills. I got a lot of health issues going on. Got a lot of health issues. I went from a guy that took a daily vitamin to every single day. I go to the medicine chest, and it takes 7. I'm not exaggerating. It takes 17 minutes for me to take these pills. Did I not go high enough for that number? That seems like a high number. That seems like a long time. That's like a long time. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guy off camera. That's a long time. Here we go. Top 5. And I guess the other ones are the top 5. This is another top 5 songs that are horrible, but you love them anyway. And maybe you don't. Number 5, Rock Me Amadeus by Felko. 1985. It is the only German language song to go to number 1, which is good because those people are up to no good. Right? There's a history there. We don't care for them. Right? I did drive a VW for a little while. I did. Not one. I had 3 Volkswagens. They make a good car and a good song. Rock Me Amadeus off his Felko 3 album. He also had the songs Vienna Calling and Der Kommissar. I know that because these 3 songs are on my son Oliver's Spotify playlist. He also has The Kingsmen on there, which may be his favorite band, and he's denying it. He's also got a lot of songs from the soundtrack of Babylon on there. He likes that bombastic brass from the Babylon soundtrack. Number 5, Rock Me Amadeus by Felko. Rock Me Amadeus! Number 4, We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel. Went to number 1 in 1989. It's from the Stormfront album. Billy Joel himself hates it musically. Yeah, it stinks, man. It stinks. But I love it when it comes on. I do not turn it off. Dennis DeYoung of Styx had a solo album called Boom Child. There was a song called Boom Child. And it's kind of the same song. And Dennis's came out a little bit before Billy's. So is he a thief? You decide to yourselves at home. My son Oliver, boy, Oliver's getting a lot of press on this episode. He loves the line, rock and roller, cola wars, I can't take it anymore. The rest of the song is about death and war and destruction, and it's the cola wars. Billy Joel's had enough. Number 4, We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel. Number 3, Spandau Ballet's number 4 hit from 1983, True. So true, funny how it seems, always in line, would never lie, with a pill on my tongue. I like Spandau Ballet. Are they a guilty pleasure? If you want me to use that phrase to describe my love of Spandau Ballet, I will. But I do like them very, very much. I like them. I like the song Gold, Gold. As a reminder, when I saw Tony Hadley in concert, there was a guy in the front who, when the song Gold came on, when Tony started singing that live, he pulled out gold pom-poms and would go gold, gold, and he would do a little dance to it. True is a song that as I was cleaning out my closet at my mom's house, I found a box of love notes to various girls throughout the years, and I went through them and read them, sometimes with tears in my eyes. Other times going, oh boy, I can't believe we said that to each other, that sort of thing. And I got a letter from she lived across the street from me, and she was my high school love, a girl named Chris, and she said, I'm listening to the radio right now, and the song True by Something Ballet is on. So I read that, and then I connected with her on Facebook. I said, hey, I was just reading these letters, and you said that. And she goes, oh, that's funny, because I hate that song. I was like, oh boy, I hope it wasn't because of this jerko. Number 3, True by Spandau Ballet. Number 2, We Built This City by Starship. This song's so bad it went all the way to number 1 in 1985. Hey man, just because it was popular doesn't mean it was good. Look at McDonald's. They sold billions of hamburgers. Doesn't mean it's the best hamburger. Who are you fighting with? This was written by Martin Page and Bernie Taupin. Bernie, of course, did a lot of work with Elton John. I would argue that Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now and Sarah are worse songs than this. But Rolling Stone said this is one of the worst songs of the 80s. And you know what? I don't disagree with that, but I love it. Right? For the line, knee deep in the hoopla. For that line alone, I gotta like this song. I think Grace Slick even's like, I should have left the band before this album came out. I shouldn't have sung on any of those songs. And I think now she lives on a commune or a farm or something somewhere with sheep. Could be llamas. I don't remember what it was. I saw a news story. She got some animal out there. She could have just been walking with her dog. I don't have a great memory. Again, I take a lot of medications. And my number 1 of part 2 of Best Horrible Songs, and I love this song. And I like this guy as an artist. I've come around with him on him late. James Blunt. This is from 2004. It went to number 1 in the UK. It's off his Back to Bedlam album, You're Beautiful, which I know a lot of people hate because you're beautiful. It's about a high guy stalking his ex and then killing himself. And it went to number 1 on the charts. I first heard this song when he was a guest on Oprah. I must have been in a hotel as a comic or something in 2004. Yeah, I guess I was. And the TV, maybe it was a hotel, didn't have many channels, so I was watching Oprah. I didn't watch Oprah on a regular basis. I didn't put my red shirt on to try to get seen in the audience at Oprah. And James Blunt was the guest, and he played this, and then he introduced another song. She said, when James comes back, you're going to play another song, right? And he said, yeah, I'm going to play a truly miserable song when I come back. And he played a song called Goodbye, My Lover, which, oh my God. Then he's got another song off his, about his father being sick, which is just heartbreaking. Good Lord, James Blunt. Can you write a single song where I'm not weeping at the end of it? I'll answer that for you. Spoiler alert, no, he can't. Number 1, You're Beautiful by James Blunt. Hey, it's time for this week's Jimmy's Choice. You know how this works. Send me an email at fanclub@jimmypardo.com. By the way, I welcome all messages over there. If you want to just tell me you're enjoying this or you like my work. No negativity, man. It's a no negativity zone over there at fanclub@jimmypardo.com. Also, hashtag Jimmy's Choice on Blue Sky. And you send me 2 bands or artists or concepts, and I will have them battle it out in the Thunderdome known as Jimmy's Choice, and then only one, and one only, will rise to the top. This comes to us from James Richard R04, and he says Beatles versus the Beach Boys. And when he sent this, he highlighted the BEA on both of those. The BEA-tles and the BEA-boys. So I think that's how he's tying these together. Let's walk it through the Beatles, right? Some consider them to be the greatest music band of all time. Every other band says, well, we'd be nothing without the Beatles. Nobody says that about the Beach Boys. Maybe some do. People always, they do rave about Brian Wilson's songwriting. Let's not dismiss Brian Wilson's songwriting and the beautiful vocals that are over there with the Beach Boys. These other bands that I just made up that don't give them any credit. For the Beatles, I love Little Help from My Friends. I love Day in the Life. I talk a lot about how I love Aerosmith's version of Come Together, but I also like the Beatles version. Gotta Get You Into My Life, right? That song's so great. Earth, Wind & Fire and Chicago also do it, and they make it great. That makes it sound like I'm putting down those two. I'm not. I love both Earth, Wind & Fire and Chicago. Gotta get you into my life. That's a good horn. Trombone specifically. But let's put a mute on it. Beach Boys have In My Room, which is great. Good Vibrations, which is great. Of course, Pet Sounds, you got to talk about it. I even like their 1985 self-titled album that sucks, but I like it. And you know what? I've done episodes of Best Worst Songs, and this one would land on there, Kokomo. Boy, does that song stinkeroo, but I like it. I once opened up for a Beach Boys cover band, and these guys were spot on. I hated them as much as I hate the Beach Boys. So there's your answer. Beatles v. Beach Boys. Got to go with the Fab Four. Hey, that's it. That's the end of this episode of Jimmy's Records and Tapes. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget, if you liked it and you haven't done so already, click subscribe. clang that bell, as they say. Let your friends know about it. Let's get some more eyeballs on this thing, baby. Or if you're not watching it, you're just listening to it, that's fine too. Speaking of listening, we got a playlist over on Spotify. Just look for Jimmy's Records and Tapes over there. Great to listen to all the tunes I just spoke about, in addition to all the songs from all the seasons of Jimmy's Records and Tapes. Follow me on Blue Sky at jimmypardo.com. And of course, I am the host of the award-winning podcast, Never Not Funny, so check me out over there. But until next time, that's it for us here. The record is back in its sleeve.